Yeah. Maskefelo Ravacha Bar Yaakov. Bottom line. So we're saying it's machlokes tam yeshem nikra yeshem mesoros. And what is the question? Nikad lesla yeshem nikra. Is it possible that you reject the position yeshem nikra? The halacha is not based on the way it's read. V'otanya, it says b'chalev imo yochel b'chelev, right? It says you're not permitted milk and meat, but the word ches lamed beis we're at chelev. So, but nobody argues. It's milk. So how do we know it's cholov chalev and not chelev? Yochel b'chelev. Amrit yeshem l'mikra. So the answer is everybody agrees yeshem l'mikra. El d'kulam yeshem l'mikra. You hear this? Everybody agrees yeshem l'mikra. Rebbe Rabbanon, Rebbe and the Chachomim. What's their argument? Volkamifli. Rebbe Sova Yashi Un Elokim Achrini. Rabbanon Tzava Yashun Dehech. When it says Asher Yishin Elohim, is that a new one, or is it going back? Asher Yishin Elohim that's written before. Okay? There you go. There you go. There you go. Right? Wait about locus. The Tanakama says Dinimum Shlosha. Rebbe says Chamisha. Right? So Mar says what it's based upon. So Mar said it's based upon Yashi'un. So we fell off this now. So going back, the question is when Rebbe says that you have to have 5, what's the basis? If everybody agrees Yeshem in the Mikra, right? So that's what the Mar says. So the Mar says Kulam Yeshem in the Mikra. Rebbe Rabban above Rebbe Sova Yashi'un Elohim Achrini. So therefore you count that as what? As a new Dayanim. It says so how many do I have what? I have 4. And the Ein Bez Nishokel, therefore you need 5. Rabbanon Sabri Asher Yeshun Dehech. Which ones are convicting the person? The ones that I mentioned before.
Right.
It's not new Dayanim, it's the old Dayanim.
3.
No, so therefore you have what? Asher Yeshun, no, so you have 2. So if you have 2, Bez Nishokel, so therefore you have 3.
Good.
So do I have 4 and therefore I need 5? Or do I have 2 and therefore I need 3? Okay? He says, Yashinu Elohim Achrini, second line of Rashi. Levad me Elohim Amor Lamailo, Bina Tarti, Ulamalu Duman Lamata Redalit. Dehech Vahai, Yashiun Elohim Amor Lamailo, Elohim Amor Kan, Lolam Doshan Rabim Mashma. Okay, further. Verbuda Mero, it's Lo Pligig. Rabban Alei. There's no argument. The Tanya. V'chiper. Okay? Quoted from Yehuda ben Royetz. He said, Shivim Yochel Take. You'll let us write the whole thing. How do we know it's Shvuayim and not Shivim? Right? That was the question. So from there we want to bring a raya, proof that he holds Ish Aim Lemikra. Right? So he says, you don't need it because it's Ish Aim Lemikra. Originally he said you learn because from the Zohar to the Nekeva. Just as the Zohar and the Nekeva is twice regarding Tyra, it's twice regarding, but then when the 11 says no, it's Ish Aim Lemikra. So versus the Chacham don't argue. There's no argument. Rabbi Yudman writes, Lo Plik Rabban Alei. Beis Hillel, now the question is, by Achatos, we have Machlis B'Sham Beis Hillel. Is b'di'evid 1 maton enough? Well, you need minimally 2. Beis Shammai says 2, Beis Hillel says 1. So now the question is, Tanya, v'chiper. Okay? Now, the halacha is, by kochim, something's only ma'akev if it's shina v'lakos la'akev. The Torah repeats it, right? So the question is, before we said it's karnos. Remember, karnas? Right? That was the discussion over there. So, according to Beis Shammai, it's Yesh Aim Le Mikro. Right?
Okay.
But according to Beis Hillel, it's Yesh Aim Le Mesoris.
Right.
So therefore you have, so how many is repeated? So nothing's repeated.
Right.
Someone says maybe you don't need anything. Someone says you can't have nothing because you have to have kapara. So you have to do minimally 1. According to Beis Shammai, you have an extra 2. You have 6. You have if karnos is mentioned 4 times. So therefore, how many are reiterated? 2. Therefore, you have to have what? You have to have 2 zrikas. That's what Mar wanted to say. The Tanya. V'chiper, v'chiper, v'chiper. So where does it say chiper 3 times? V'son nosi, u'besira diyochid, u'bekizba diyochid. Right? It says v'chiper 3 times. Ksiv, u'mashma, bekapor achas, kinforish. And it seems to be one zrika is enough. V'chiper, each one it says chiper once. So it seems one's enough. Me'adin, v'aludinu, nema domin lamato, domin lamaylo. Me'adin, hutchul likosef kulon, dilo haviksivi, havimaisin, bidina, the kul, matonis, ma'akvi. Yeah, aludinu, the load li'akvu, lomali, lubus, the chapora, achas, sagi. Nemdom parshas lamata, gabi chatos of. You take a look at Rashi. It says, nemru domim lamato. That's by what chatos of the shmias kol the chsiv. He's a midam achatos al kir mizbeach. Nemru domim lamaylo b'chatos behemo. It says domim lamaylo. Okay. Nevdom lamaylo. Madom amur lamato shnos maton achas. Keep it by the oath by chatos of. Avdom amur lamato shnos maton achas. Keep it. That's one way to learn. You learn chatos behemo from chatos of. By chatos of it says explicitly once on the mizbeach. So I'd say the same thing. What by chatos behema? Because there was nema domim lebachutz, nema domim bifnim. Right? What's the halacha? The ksiv karnos. See, by the oath it doesn't say karnos. No. You do it on the wall. It's on the kirim mizbeach. Right? Ksiv karnos lo shenach nemru domim lemato mechut hasikra ba'ola u'shlomim. Nema domim lemaylo mechut hasikra. It means below the chut hasikra, that was the dividing line. Right? Then the chatos behemo the ksiv bo karnos. Madom lamato shnos maton achas kipe do afilu beishami mod b'shar kovot zechsiv. The dams v'chechu yishofech. It says you should just pour it. Lo shenach lamato pash tachton. Okay. Bifnim chatos apinimis. The bar kohen Moshiach ve'lam dov shtunin sheva azoyos al haporoches al mizvach azov tenan behu tonachas beim akobus over there. Beizom makomo naflu mikroi ba'akom mitzrabo. Okay, so good. So then you have Nemer Domim B'chutz. Nemer Domim B'fnim. Dom B'chutz means on the Mizbeach HaChitzon, and you have on the Mizbeach HaPnimi. Madom Amur B'fnim. Chis Achas Matonos Lo Wasam Lo Klum. If you're lacking any of the Matonos, it's valid. After Amur B'chutz, Chis Achas Matonos Lo Wasam Klum. So who do we compare it to? Do you compare it to Olas Of, Olas Chatos, or do I compare it to the carbon that's on the Bifnim? We put it inside in the Heicho. Nir Lamidomer, Don Chutz Bichutz, when Don Chutz Bifnim. It's a little more logical to say you learn from what's done on the same Mizbeach rather than learning what's done on the inner Mizbeach. Klachot Derech Zu, Don Chatos. The darkos bechatos, the arba karnos, because we're talking about by chatos apinimi. It says you put it on the corners. Chatos chitzoni, you put it on the corners. Olas of chatos of, you don't put it on the corners. You put it on the wall. So you learn karnos from karnos, right? By shein chatos, without karnos. There you have chatos, but it's not Talmud lomar. V'chiper. So the Torah says chiper ne'adin kiper apish lo nosan. Ela shlosha. Kiper apish lo nosan l'shtayim. Kiper apish lo nosan l'achas. That's the kiper 3 times. See Rashi? Yeah. Reb Shimon Rabbanan bo pligi. Now the question is, how many walls do you need by a sukkah? Is it 3 and a tefach, or is it 2 and a tefach? Right? So Reb Shimon Rabbanan bo pligi. Reb Shimon said v'schocha lo bo yikro. The schach, you don't need a pasuk. Rabbanan Sabri schocha boy kro. Kula yesh emin. Everybody agrees yesh emin mikro. So how many walls? How many? So what does it say? It says sukkos 6 times. It's 6. Right. Sukkos. Go away. 1 second. Yesh emin mikro svil yesh v'chimad l'schad b'sukkos l'gufei poshul l'abas. You have 4 of. 1 you take. Rabbanan Sabri schocha boy kro. So poshul. So therefore, you have 3, right? You have 3 davanas left. And then the Halacha Shinai deducts the third one down to a tefach. So it's Shtayim v'tefach. Shemesav yitzchoch l'boikro. The mikro, the madlina, l'gufei nafko. Because it's called a sukkah. Once you say sukkah,
You understand?
it's chach. So I don't need a posuk for that. Reb Kiva Rabbanon Bopli, the machlok is it when it says you have blood, do we combine a revius from two mesim, or what? Or no, you have to have a revius from individual mes. Reb Kiva Rabbanon Bopli, Reb Kiva Sova nafshos tarti mashma. Nafshos means two. Nafshos hames, nafshos mes. Rabban Savin nafshos the alma mashma means person's life. It's not you combining two. Okay. So we're asked, Yeshem Lemikro. You mean everybody agrees Yeshem Lemikro? If we brought a raya from Chalev Imo, right? Vatanya Lutotofos, Lutotefes by Tefillin. Harikan Arba, Div Rabbi Shmuel, right? It's read Totofos, but he says, but it's written Totefes, so that's singular. Totefes is one and one. Totofos is two. Hari Arba. Divrei Shmuel. So you have what? 6 compartments in Tefillin Sharosh. 4 compartments. Totefes, Totafos. That's a Arba. Kiva Omer Einot Tzorich. You don't need that. Tat bekapsi shtayim. Tat in this language called kapsi means 2. Pas ba'afriki shtayim. In African it means 2. So what is what's Reb Kiva saying? Yeah.
Why do you have to bring?
No. See, not Reb Kiva. So over here you see Reb Kiva holds that what? So Umar says, we see Yeshem Mikra. See Reb Kiva over here. Does it go after Yeshem Mikra? Because it says 4. They both say 4. It should say 6. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Rabbi Shmuel himself says, how do we know it's 4? Because it's Totefes. But if you hold everybody agrees Yeshem Mikra, so what do you have? You have 6. So how does Rabbi Shmuel say 4? And even Rabbi Kiva agrees, it's only because he says it's not necessary. Right? See, from here you see you hold Yeshem L'Mesora, it's not a Yeshem L'Mikro. Right? So our answer is, El Olam Pligi. There's an argument. Yeshem L'Mikro, Yeshem L'Mesoris. V'ani Pligi, when did they argue, Heichot Deshoni Krob Mesoris? If the Mesoris and the Posuk are different. Right? Like here. Here, this is, in the plural, it will be 6. In the singular, it's 4. So, is it 4 or 6? That's when we go after the Mesoris. Yeah? Keep li gecho deshani krob Mesoris. Aval hecho haik cholov v'chalei chiadininu yeshein l'mikro yedes. Here it's a question. What does the word say? Does the word say cholov or chelev? Everybody agrees you go after the mikro. How do you read it? What about it's a question of what is the Torah saying? We're talking about tefillin. Is it 6 compartments? Is it 4 compartments?
Right.
So what I go after, you go to Mikra, that you go after the Mesores. So it's 4. Because according to the Mikra, it's 6.
Right.
Okay? 1 second. Let's see Rashi.
Masora is always stronger than the Mikra.
No.
Or the Mikra has to agree with the Masora.
No. If the Mikra doesn't agree with the Mesores, then you go after the Mesores.
If the Mikra
Doesn't agree with the Mesores, you go after the Mesores. That's by tefillin. It's Totefes rather than Totofos, because then you'd have 6 compartments. But by Cholam Chelev, right?
But the Masora is
Chalev. Chalev means milk. Milk. So therefore over there, the question is it A or B? It's not contradictory.
No,
So it's a question, what is it saying? You go after the way it's read.
What's the context?
That's Yeshem in the Mikra. It's read Chalev.
No, we're saying Chalev because the Masora is Chalev.
Not the Mesores is, the Mikra. Mikra.
The question is what the word is.
Mesores means the way it's written or it's the way it's read. The way it's written, is it Chalev or Chalev? Is it milk or is it Chalev?
It's Chalev because of the Masora.
No, you're mixing it up now.
That's
Yeshem in the Mikra means the way it's read. Yeshem in the source means the way it's written. That's the context of the Gemara. The way it's written is Ches Lamed Beis. Right? That would be Chalev. Chalev. The Mikra says it's fat, not kosher fat. You shouldn't eat not kosher fat with meat. Right? Or does it mean milk? The mikro, the way it's read, it's chalev imo. But where it's contradictory, is it 6 or 4? Then you go after the Masoros, the way it's written. Okay. Somebody asked a question about Yireh Yeroya. The Chiat Odininu. Yireh Yeroya. It's not contradictory, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the question is, what is it saying? And yet it says, Upligi, it's a machlokas. You go after, we'll see, the Tanya, Yochanan ben Davoyo, maybe Mishum Rabbi Yehuda ben Teimo. Hasum ma'achas me'inov. Person's blind in one eye. Potem in Ariya. You don't have to go up to the Beis Hamikdash on Yom Tov. Why? Shenemar Yireh Yeroya. Yireh, you should be seen as you should be seen as you see. Keder sheba liros, kach bo liros. Ma bo liros b'shteinov, af liros b'shteinov. Let's see Rashi on this. There's Machlos Rashi and Tosis on this. It says Yeroya kol zechurcha. Right? The Torah says all your males should be seen. Yeroya.
Right.
That's who by Hashem.
Hashem.
When Hashem sees, he sees with 2 eyes.
2 eyes.
Right? So you should see the way you're seeing.
Right.
Just as Hashem sees you with 2, you have to have both eyes.
Right.
1 second. It says Yireh, but we read it Yeroeh. Right? Tarvayo Dashina, and yet Yireh kol zechurcha, sheyiru pnei hashchina. Right? That they should see the pnei hashchina. That's Yireh. Yeroah means you should be seen. Yeroah mashma sheyisru lefonav. You should be seen before him.
Right.
Yireh means you should see. Yeroah means you should be seen before him. Shubal leroso shriyosko leroso. We're equating your seeing to his seeing. As Hashem comes to see you, kar bol leros lo. That's the way you should be seen to him. As Hashem comes to see you. And how should you be seen by him? Kach bo liros lo, mahu roa osoch shu shalem. Just when Hashem sees you, he's complete. Shenema eni Hashem elokecha bo rishis avato roa osa b'shtei necho al ma'avka b'chiat odiniru. Although they're both, there's no contradiction in what in the meaning of the word. Lashin Masoros. We go after the Masoros. Yireh. Yireh should be like Yeroah. The Gabi Chalev Imo. What did we say before? You go after the Mikra. Man named Lodish Chalev Imo was a Masoros. Hello. Take a look in Tosis how we learn. See, it's different than Rashi. Kederch bo, there are spiritual countries. Kederch shebo oscho, as he comes to see you, Hashem. Kachato bo leros. That's how you should be seen. Mahu ro osoch sholem. So, just as Hashem sees you, he's complete. Avator ro oso b'shtei necho. You should see him also complete with 2 eyes. Frizeh koi yireh HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So yireh is going to Hashem. As he sees you complete, you should be seen incomplete. You should be seen complete.
Right.
V'koi yiroya al zechurcha ve'in halosha masha v'kein ela tarayu mashma zechurcha. They're both going as zechurcha. Kach forsher midam ivcha kederch shezechurcha bo liros es pnei hashchina. Just as your males are coming to pnei hashchina shakadosh baruch hu roeyu b'shteinav. When you come to see Hashem, and when you come to see Hashem, Hashem sees you with both of his eyes. Right. Okay. Further. So we're back to square one. So what do we have? Here we're saying you go after the Masores, and here we're going after the Mikra, even though they're the same. El Omer Avacha Breder of Iko Omakra Lo Svash Gdi says Lo Svash Gdi B'Chalevimo Derech Bishla Oser Torah. So what's Derech Bishla? So that means milk. You cook meat in liquid. If it's chelev, it's not liquid.
Fat.
So therefore I know, since there's no such maso there, bishlo or Torah, therefore I know. Cholov solu kemayim. V'ika bishul. The word bishul, otherwise the other thing is called
water. Right.
No, you're frying. It's frying.
Right.
It's not cooking.
Right.
Avu chelev in a bishul of tigun. That's called frying. Tigun is frying. It's interesting. There's a thesis in Chulin, in Psochim. There's no limit. Sato Govar, Ilo Govar. It's Machlok Ram and Shmuel. Sato Govar, Ilo Govar. You know what that means? Judah. Pam Shamata Zeh. Sato Govar, Ilo Govar. Okay. Shiloh is like this. You have a hot piece of meat on the bottom, and a cold piece of cheese touches the meat on top. So normally, heat is the transfer.
Right.
Right? 1 second. How it possible already. So the halacha is like this. When something cold and comes on something hot, does the bottom heat the top? Therefore, even the top's cold, it'll be absorbed. What do we say? And we're talking about the chom is chom kli rishon. Piece of meat, right off the fire. Milk falls on it. So the question is, let's say milk falls on it. So that means the milk, so let's say you'd have shishim, and the meat connected to tipas cholov. So tipas cholov will be fully absorbed into the meat. It's about the shishim. But that's only if sato govar, that the meat heats the milk that's cold that comes upon it. Sato, what's below, is govar overpowers the top, and therefore it heats it and it's absorbed. What about if the bottom is cold and the top is hot? A hot droplet of milk falls on a cold piece of meat. So since we say sato govar, so immediately it cools it. It cools the milk. So, but how long does it take to cool the milk? K'nei klipa. It takes a moment. So in that moment it absorbs a k'nei klipa. That's the thinnest slice that you shave off the meat. But it doesn't penetrate more than a klipa. Okay? But what about the old ilo govar? That on top heats the bottom. So if you have a hot droplet of milk coming on a cold piece of meat, that will penetrate the meat fully. So if, let's say you don't have shishim in the meat comes osir. You don't just shave off the top, it penetrated the meat, and therefore the whole meat is osir. Mm-hmm. And if you have shishim, it'll be mutter. Right? We rule sato govar. The bottom heats the top doesn't heat the bottom. Okay, that's what we pass la halacha. So the question is, there's a halacha that if you have a piece of meat falling into cold milk, okay?
Into cold milk.
Cooked meat. Cooked meat doesn't make a difference. Into cold, but it's hot. Hot meat into cold milk.
Okay.
So if you hold sato gavar, what are we going to say that means? We say it takes a moment for it to cool down. So that means you have a k'tei klipa of the cholov, whatever k'tei klipa of the liquid. Do you need shishim connected to the klipa of the cholov? So you need shishim against the meat, and also the k'tei klipa, right? Levad. So Tosha says, because this is derech bishul osher Torah, and you don't cook milk by itself. It's the meat is cooked in the meat. Therefore, you don't have to have shishim keneged the k'tei klipa. It's derech bishul osher Torah.
It's only the meat. It's the meat that cooks the milk doesn't cook the meat.
Okay, let's go for it. Ton Rabbanon.
So if you have hot milk, it's poured on cold milk.
No, it is because it's together. There's the question of the milk answering the milk.
The milk answering the meat.
The meat itself is what's his name? The meat itself is cooled down.
It's cold.
But that's sato govar. That's not because the question is: does the milk? If the milk is heated, so the meat is going to cook the meat. It's going to be absorbed to the meat. But here, if the milk is cooled down, so it's like a cold piece of meat in cold milk. That's what it is. Okay. Ton Rabbanon. Dina mamas b'shlosha. Okay. V'hoye mumcha l'rabim. Okay. If he's a mumcha l'rabim, he's a samuch. Mumcha is a samuch. Don't I feel b'yichidi. So Rashi says over here, we had before, if you hold Irv Parshas, that whatever it says Elohim in one parsha, you apply to the other, then you need 3 dayanim. If you don't hold the Irv Parshios, that's the reason 1 dayan is enough. So over here he says, Don afilu yichidi, Tzib b'tzedek tishmara misechos, he's going to Rabavo. It's a tzedek, Shava Enkan Ir Parshius. There's no Ir Parshius. Okay? So if he's Mukha, Don Afil Yichido, Omer Rav Nachman Ano. Who's a Mukha the Rabbim? So Rav Nachman is like myself. Gon Ano, Don Didi, Momus Bichidi. I don't need any other colleagues to sit with me. Chen Omer Chio, Gon Ano, he says, Don Didi Momus Bichidi. So now the question is, what makes a person Mumcha the Rabbim? Reb Chia was not a Samuch, and neither was Rav Nachman. They were not Smuchim.
Where'd they get their smicha from?
No, there's no smicha.
Where were they? In Babylonia?
The smuchim were only in Eretz Yisrael.
Only.
Okay? So Reb Chia said, Gon Anodino. So now we want to know, what is a Mumcha the Rabbim? Volo, Gon Anod the Gamirna Savino. When Akit no Rishuso. Yeah? Is it because, like me, that I'm proficient and also I have an understanding of what I'm proficient in? In addition, I have reshus from the Nosi to Paskin. Avalon no could reshus dine lodino. But even if you're gaminav savrino, you're a boki and you have svara, but you don't have reshus, then you're not. Odilma avagav lo could reshus dino. Even if he didn't get reshus from the Nosi to Paskin, his psak is a psak. Rashi. Savirno, Gamirno, Shmuos, Dine Mirabosai, Savirno Yudani, Lahosa, Leashiv Tam Midati. He can reconcile different things. Nakid Rishusa, Reish Kedusa. Yeah, I have Rishus from the Reish Kedusa, the Zelor, Daina, Dina Moms Bichiti, Dina Labdino, Vada Dina. Therefore, it's if the psak was never given. Or Dina Bichiti. Okay, that's the Shaila. Toshma. The Marzucha Breder Rab Nachman, Don Dino, Vitoch. He paskin and he made a mistake. Marzucha, the son of Rav Nachman. Ozla Kamei, the Rav Yosef. So he came to Rav Yosef. What's the shayla? He made a mistake. Does he have to act? Does he have to compensate the person? If the defendants agree that you should be the dayan, you didn't force yourself on them, you don't have to pay. That means they accept your psak. Vivlo, but if they didn't, zil shlim. But if not, then you have to compensate the person who you made pay. Right? Even though he doesn't have reshus from the Reish Kedusa, his psak is a psak. We don't say hodadina. We don't reverse the psak. You got it?
This is forced arbitration.
No, there's no.
It's like arbitration. One person.
No, they accept it. They accepted it.
Right.
But if you're saying even if they accept you, you have to have reshus from the Reish Kedusa.
Right.
It's like he never gave a psak. So if he never gave a psak, he's like an illegitimate judge. So that he gave it, it's not based on a judgment. So he should return the money. You got it?
Right. But didn't they give him autonomy to that? Is that it? No. Okay.
Again. If Kibluch, he says, if the defense has accepted you upon them, you don't pay. If not, you pay.
Right.
So he says, from here we see that even if you have permission, Reish Kedusa, your din's a din.
Right.
But even if the defense accepted you, but if the Reish Kedusa says you're not qualified to judge,
okay.
So it's like nothing happened.
Good.
So if that's the case, why doesn't he give the money back?
Good.
Right?
Nobody would judge.
Like the dayan.
Right.
It was to get money back. The dayan of the person.
They don't want the liability then. Why should I get involved?
He says if they didn't accept it, then you have to pay them. But if you're saying without reshus from the Reish Kedusa, your psak is not a psak. Right? It's not recognized. If it's not recognized, give the money. What do you have to pay? Let the man give his money back. Okay? Let's see Rashi. Ikiblo chalai legamle lechachrecho im ledin im letos lo yitvucho lo seshale vilo zil shlim vilo kiblo to usoch aleim damaloch daint lon din Torah zil shlim v'bahadi din lo. But we don't overturn the case. Alma gomer v'sover kil noker reshus dini dina v'lo mahader. So you see, as long as you're proficient, even though you don't have reshus, you still paskin. Shema mino. So it's a conclusive proof. Shema mino kil noker reshus dini dina shema mino. Further. Omer Rav, Haiman de boy lemeidan dino. Ito mi boy lemifdro. Yeah, if a person wants to be a dayan, and he makes a mistake, he should have no financial liability. Lishka Rishis and Reish Kedusa. Just get permission. Once you have Rishis from Reish Kedusa, you don't pay. You don't pay. You don't pay. Chenom Shmuel, Lishka Rishus and Reish Kedusa. You don't pay. There's no financial liability if you have Rishus. If you don't have Rishus, then there's financial liability. Shemar says Pshita. Shemar says Pshita Mihocha Lahocha Umihosam Lahosam Mihocha Lahocha. Meaning, in Eretz Yisrael, you had a Nasi. You had Rishus from Nasi to Paskin. You want Paskin in Yerushalayim. You have Rishus in Yerushalayim, you can Paskin anywhere in Eretz Yisrael. And in Bavel, any place in Bavel, you have Rishus from Reish Kedusa, you can Paskin. What about Umihocha Lahosam? Umihosam Lahosam Mahani. Umihocha Lahosam Mahani. You have Rishus from Nasi in Eretz Yisrael, you can Paskin in Bavel.
It's a statement or a question?
No, it's a statement. It's Pshita. There's no Pshita. Pshita, mihocha lahocha, umihosam lahosam. Umihocha lahosam, mahani. Yeah? And from here to there, it also helps. Okay? Why? Why, if you have reshus from the Nasi, could you possibly even Bavel? Dolcha shevet, v'hosam mechokek. It says, lo yosef shevet miYehuda. Right? That's what the bracha that Yaakov gave to his children.
Right.
Lo Yosef Shevet. Shevet is a rod.
Right.
The Nasi is powerful. Whether you like it or not is the way it is. So therefore, if you have Rishus in Eretz Yisrael, you can even go to Bavel, because they have the power. The one who has the greater power, the Nasi has greater power than the Reish Kedusa. Mechokek means a legislator, the one who legislates laws. Kedetanya, Lo Shevet Yehuda, Elu Roshi Goldi Yishe Bavel. It's the other way. Yosef Shevet Yehuda, these are the Reish Kedusa Bavel. Sherodin Yisrael b'Shevet. Mecholkim being Radlov, Elu b'nei Borav Shel Hillel. These are the grandchildren of Hillel. Shem Labne Torah Barabi. 1 second. Mehocha lahocha, Reish Kedusa leBavel, leMeidin Dina b'Bavel. Okay. What's the base, the Bach? The Bavel. The Meidon. The Bavel. Mereish Kedusa, the Bavel, the Meidan, Dina b'Bavel. Mehosam lahosam, Minosi d'Eretz Yisrael, Loda b'Eretz Yisrael. Shevet loshin Srora. Shevet is an expression of, like, lordship. V'yesh loshin Rishus, lahafkir, lev Rishus, lahafkir. Defker bezn hefkir. Chsiv, Chol asher lo yovo, yivom sertisha mechokek, Srora muetis. Mechokek is a lesser degree of lordship. Srora sa'om, sheish lam koach u'rishus me'is malchi poras. Me'bonim shel Hillel. Hillel nosi hoya. Hillel was a nosi. Kidome psochem be'elu dvorim. Ushivu b'rosh uminu nosi aleim. Okay? So let's get back over here. So the verse is Pshita. Mihocha lahocha. From Bavel to Bavel. Umihosam lahosam. Umihocha lahosam. From Bavel, Mahani. You have Rishus from Reish Kedusa, you can even paskin in Eretz Yisrael. The Hocha Shev Yosef B'chok Techan Lo Yosef Shev Yehuda Elu Roshi Goli Sheb Bavel Sherodin is Yisrael B'Shevet. Chol Bein Raglav El Bnei Bod Shelil Shelam Nitor Yisrael Mihosam Lahocha Mai. What about from Eretz Yisrael to Bavel, right? You have Rishus from the Nasi to paskin in Eretz Yisrael, and he paskins in Bavel, and you mess up. Do you pay? Do you pay? My Toshma, the Rabbi Archona, Dondino, Rabbi Archona, he ruled the Torah, and he made a mistake. Also, the comment of Rabchio, Omalei, he said to him, Ikiblu chalayu lo seshali. If the defendants accepted you upon yourself, regardless, you don't pay. Below zil shlim, I v'Rabbi Archona, Rishus Abinoket. He had Rishus from Rabbi Yochanan. He had Rishus in Eretz Yisrael to Paskin. Clearly, mihosim lahocha lo mahani shmamino. Here, that even if you have a Rishus from the Nasi, you can't paskin in Bavel, meaning if you mess up, you pay. Okay, you're not exempt. Versus lo mahani means a Rishus. If you have a Rishus from the Nasi, you have liability in Bavel. But Rabbi Barafuna, ki avi mitzi badodi ve'rush kedusa. when they would be in disagreement with him. The Beirish Galusa, Oma Lav Minaichu Nakitno Rishusa. He says, I don't need you people. He had a quarrel, he had a fallout with them. So they said, we're not giving you permission to paskin. He says, you think I need you people? Nakitno Rishusa mi Abba Mori. Baba Mori mi Rav, Rav mi Rab Chia. Yeah? I have a whole chain of connection where I have smicha without you people. Rab Chia mi Rebbe. Yeah? And Rebbe, Rab Chia, who did he receive smicha from Rebbe? You understand?
Yeah.
So Rebbe's what? Rebbe is in Eretz Yisrael. This would be that Nosi. So you see, he said to them, I don't need you people to give me reshus, because I have reshus from the Nosi.
Right.
But from Nosi, that's Eretz to Bavel. And we just finished saying that reshus, Bavel doesn't help you in Eretz Yisrael.
Right.
Eretz Yisrael doesn't help you in Bavel.
Right.
And here, Rabbi
Barafun
Barafun is saying, I don't need you people, because I have reshus from Smicha from where it started from Rebbe down Nosi. And that Umar says, yeah. He says it was just a retort. Factually, he had no reshus. He needed them. But he says, I don't need you people. I have somebody else. But factually, it didn't help him. Rashi. Lo minaychu nakidu reshus ve'eni kofu lachem. Okay? V'chimachad lomani rabbar chon reshus nokat. Lomali. So factually, if it doesn't help, if the reshus from the Nosi doesn't help in Bovel, so what was the value of Rabbi? And Rabbi Chana was in Bovel. What did it help him? You hear this? To rule in the cities that were on the border between Bovel and Eretz Yisrael. That's what it was. And the Shochas Acher Eretz Yisrael. My Rishuso, the Rabbi, what was the smicha Rabbi Chana received? Yehava Nochis Rabbi Chana leBovel. Yeah. My Rishuso, Yehava Nochis Rabbi Chana leBovel. Omalei Reb Chia the Rebbe. Reb Chia by Rabbi said, "This is Rabbi Chana ben Ochi Yored leBovel." Reb Chia said to Rebbe. Rebbe was Reb Chia's Rebbe. He said to him, "My nephew is going to Bovel. So he needs permission to paskin." She says, Yori, Yodin. Yatir b'choris yatir. He can paskin Yoredeya, he can paskin Dini Mominis, and he can paskin Mumi b'chor. What is a mum, what's not a mum? So that was the question. If he's going to Bavel and we say, Smicha from Eretz Yisrael, doesn't have to be in Bavel, does not work.
Why do I do
So that's what it says,
yeah.
right? What was the point? Noket Lomali. So he says, you needed it for your over the Malagvulin. That's what you needed it. That's what Mer said. You have a Nochis Rav Lebovel, Omle Reb Chia le Rebbe. Right? So Reb Chia says to Rebbe, Ben Achosi Yored Lebovel. My nephew's going to Bovel. Right? Rav was Reb Chia's nephew. So he says, Yod Yatir B'choris Al Yatir. You hear what he said? See the phenomenal one. He says, Dine Hilchas Isaveti Kapaskin. Dine Mominis Kapaskin. But Dine B'chor he cannot paskin. You can see why. Maishno Lamar de Kokori Le Ben Ochi. Lamar de Kokori Ben Achosi. The first one, Reb Chia, when he asked permission to get smicha, right? He said that he referred to him as Ben Ochi, my nephew, my brother's son. And when he was speaking about Rav, it's Ben Achosi. That's factually. One was Ben Ochi, the other one's Ben Achosi. V'omar, someone says, no. Evo v'chon v'shilo u'marso Reb Chia kula b'nei Abba Baracho Karshlo mikafre Avi. They were all brothers. Rab Bar Achvo Davi Bar Achte Rab Bar Chono Havi Achvo La Bar Achte. Hear this? Meaning they were half brothers, and he was related to Rav from both sides. Meaning, Reb Chia was related to was a brother to Rav's father, and a brother to Rav's mother. But they were not related to one another because they were halves from the other side. Yeah. So the one that he was related, that he was a half sister to his father. He referred to him as what? As Barachte. On the other one, he referred to him as what? As Ben Ochi. Vibosemo, or what do you refer to as Barachosi? Rav was what? Was unbelievable. Rav had a mind. Rav was what? When Rav came to Bavel, Bavel assumed their status of Eretz Yisrael. Al Shem Chochmoso Dechsiv Emola Chochma Achosiyot. Here, Shlomo says, Emola Chochma Achosiyot. Rashi, Sherav Chochem Biyoseh Kori LeBerachoso. That's what we refer to Berachoso. Emola Chochma Achosiyot. So now the question is, why to give him smicha to be mati b'choros? Yater b'choros al yater by taimo. Ilem b'shum lo chokim. Is it because he wasn't wise enough? Because he needed a special ability to make that evaluation. Hokamin the chochem tuva. He was the ultimate. El b'shum lo b'ki b'mumi. He says he didn't have experience. That's you need hand-on experience. Right? You grew up in a kibbutz and you clean out the stalls. You know. Hey, Yehuda, you here? I Vomer Rav Shmonos Chadoshim Gidalti Eitzel Rob Beima laid the Ezemub Kavur Beizemub over. Rav says he spent 18 months on the farm. Roy Behema to determine what is and what's not. What's a mum kavua, a permanent blemish? What's over? Elo l'chak lekovot Rabbi Khan. Hear this? The reason why, because Rabbi Khan wasn't as great as Rav. So if Rav, so you have to give a person his due, so to say. So if Rav also that, Rabbi Chana would fade into, would be ignored. So since they'd have to come to Rabbi Chana to be Matim B'choros, at least he'll give him some degree of recognition in the community. Ibo Seimo, listen to this. Mishum Hagufe, the Rab Baki B'mumi Tvei, V'shari Mumi Lo Yadi Inchi. He was such an expert, he'll be Matim Mumim, that people will think that it's a Mum Kavua, a Mum Over, they'll say that's a Mum Kavua. They're not going to be able to evaluate what Rav did. Hear this? The Rav Bekiya b'mumei tvei v'sher mumei lo yadi. He'll be matim mumin lo yadi inchi, which people don't understand. V'amri ki agav neshari Rav. They say, well, we'll be matim this because Rav was matim that, but they don't understand. They're not comparable. Rav, who had that expertise, he was able to differentiate this mum and that mum. They'll say, well, it's the same thing, but it's not the same. Vosla mishri mum over, and there could be matim mum over. Therefore, Rabbi Yehuda Nossi with his chokhmah wouldn't give it to him because it'll be a disaster.